Here's Mahomes from yesterday saying a little about his ankle and how it was feeling after his ability to fight through it and get the win on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think I'll for sure be ready for OTAs and everything like that. Obviously, we'll have to continue the rehab, continue the treatment that we were doing, and just give it some rest. I mean, I think the best thing for it is going to be rest, and just try to make sure that when we get to OTAs, I'm ready to go. The only thing that might take a hit is my golf game, so I'll have to take a few weeks off of that.
Yeah, and look at that smile at the end. The only problem is no golf for me for a few weeks, which is fine. Probably has plenty of other things to do, especially with the two children now. They had the shots of
Disney
the Mahomes
World,
family,
right?
Disneyland.
Yeah.
And there's when you got a baby that may not be sleeping through the night, and you've been disengaged because you've been a little busy.
Right.
Now's the time. You got the ability to reconnect and change a few diapers and wake up at 3 a.m. a few times and do all of that stuff. So he gets to do that for a while, hobbling around on his ankle.
But that's where you need to bring mom
I can tell
in
he's a good dad.
Yeah, he's a great dad, it seems like.
But I can tell because I talk to him. And this is the thing, and I'll always praise him until he changes. But if he hasn't changed yet, I don't think he's going to.
I don't think so
when
either.
I talked to him after they beat the Texans on December 19, I believe it was, 18 or 19, something like that. He was, we just had a real conversation. We're talking about, baby's up, but, Brittany's doing a great job of taking care of things. And, you can just tell he was anxious to get to the point where he could contribute. And I'm sure that's what he'll be doing as he's hopping around on that ankle. But I just like with Jalen Hurts, we're on guard for the news that he's having shoulder surgery.
Right.
I'm kind of like, is this ankle bad enough that he's going to have something fixed in there? But it sounds like it's not, which is the good news.
Yeah,
just
it is good
enjoy your downtime, and you can get yourself ready for OTAs and all the other stuff he's going to do.
Right.
All the stuff that the guy I haven't mentioned yet, who's locked in a closet somewhere. And I don't even know where they're doing it. I don't even know where you would go to get locked away for 4 days in the darkness. But, the ultimate difference between Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, and Packers fans don't want to hear this, Mahomes fully dialed in with his teammates, working out in Texas. He mentioned that. It started in Dallas. They get together in Dallas. Gets to know these new guys, post Tyreek Hill. Got to get it ready. The urgency there. The two teams we were most concerned about, most focused on, that lost number one receivers.
Yeah.
Packers and Devontae Adams, Chiefs and Tyreek Hill. And remember, we were more worried about the Packers than we were about the Chiefs. And how that proved itself out.
Right.
The one thing that we didn't really focus on at the time was Patrick Mahomes is going to do everything in his power and then some to make the transition. And Aaron Rodgers just like,
yeah,
I'll be there when I have to.
Yeah, well, we were questioning Rodgers, I think, at the time, going, we don't think this is the right approach. You certainly were one of the ones that started that, and I think you were spot on. We have nothing to question with Patrick Mahomes to this point of his career. He's kind of always been the gym rat, hey, I'm going to hang with the guys type of guy. I mean, that's what he is. That's what I've always heard. It's, like we play against Jacksonville on a Saturday in the divisional round. Hey, what are you going to do tomorrow? Well, we usually all hang out and watch the game together to see who we're going to play in the I mean, that's what all I've ever heard about the guy. He is one of the guys. He is a great leader. He really is. Let alone, I think he can say some things like, that maybe are harsh, but they take it the right way because, okay, hey, we know he's our guy. We were just hanging out with him, drinking a beer on Sunday or whatever, or we were down at Texas, and I know this guy. He just wants to win. He's just yelling at me right now because he wants to win. And he's got the magic touch. And then, Mike, I think it goes back to, again, just this guy. He's a god now. I mean, he's a sports god, and all the things we talked about their team had to overcome to win the game, and damn me, Chris Simms, I didn't even mention that the fact that the best player on their team wasn't 100%. And that's another thing they had to overcome. I don't know. What would the game have looked like if he was a total 100%? I know he'd been a lot more dangerous. I do. I think he would have been able to move around and do things that we didn't get to see him do here on Sunday. But either way, I think the growth of the player and the work ethic and all the things you're talking about and the adjustment he made from last year to this year was, I'm going to be better in the pocket. I'm going to move in the pocket, staying, throwing positions. Like you said in the pregame show, trust my offense and the players around me more. And the fact that he did that all year long, it paid off in the last 3 games of the year when he couldn't move the way he wanted to. He went, okay, wait, I've been doing this all year. I can do this. And that's where I just can't say enough about the guy right now. I'm in amazement of Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I remember sitting in this same chair 6 years ago, which may mean it's time for a new chair, saying that after the Super Bowl 51 performance, when Tom Brady got to number 5, erased the 28-3 deficit, that it had reached the point where if you hadn't seen this guy play in person, you must go see him play in person.
Right.
It's that Michael Jordan vibe. You have to go to him if he's anywhere within driving distance or reasonable travel time from where you live. You must go see him play. Patrick Mahomes is now in that. And I know that we all expect he's going to be around for another 10 years. But even then, it's like Michael Jordan in his heyday. Oh, when are the Chiefs coming to town? We got to go see the Chiefs. We got to go see Patrick Mahomes. We got to see him play. We got to go to a game in Kansas City. I mean, what a treat those folks in Germany are going to have that the NFL is exporting the Chiefs there for 2023.
Right.
I mean, if they were excited for Tom Brady last year, you're giving him the biggest star in the sport. Arguably, am I wrong to say, because I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the other sports because I'm all football all the time.
Right.
Is there a bigger star in any sport right now than Patrick Mahomes in the NFL?
No. I mean, LeBron, but I think the fact that he's out of his prime, I don't think he compares with the relevancy of Patrick Mahomes right now. There's the younger kids that are 8 and 9 years old that they don't care that much about LeBron. They know who he is, but they know Patrick Mahomes. He's front and center. I would say him. Aaron Judge, of course, this year probably climbed in that conversation at least, but I think Mahomes is the poster child for the most famous sport in our country right now. It's not even close.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.